Right now, Grok 4.5 is delivering frontier-tier AI performance at exactly 1/5 the output cost of OpenAI's GPT-5.6 Ultra. We're talking $2 per million input tokens and $6 for output, compared to Ultra's 5 and 30. This isn't just a rumor. This is a confirmed release that is fundamentally disrupting enterprise AI spending as we know it. And why does this price matter so much? Well, it all comes down to one verified number: 85.2%. That is Grok 4.5's official score on SWE-bench Pro, which is the industry standard for evaluating real-world software engineering tasks. Today, we're breaking down exactly how this massive shift in price to performance is completely rewriting the market. Welcome to This Explainer. I'm your host here at TrendGuards, where our entire mission is to deliver accurate, well-sourced analysis on technology news. We strip away the industry hype and focus strictly on verified data. In This Explainer, we're breaking down what's already being called AI Agent Week, driven by the surprise, confirmed launch of xAI's Grok 4.5. Let's start with the raw, confirmed data surrounding xAI's July 25th release, pulling directly from the highly respected Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index. Stripping away the sensationalism, Grok 4.5 debuted as a remarkably capable model. It hit a score of 56 on the index, putting it in 4th place overall, literally just one single point behind GPT 5.5. And again, it's doing this with an output cost of only $6 per million tokens, uniquely positioning it right between the budget and premium models. To really understand what this model can do, let's look at the specific, verified performance metrics across coding and agentic tasks. In the current coding landscape, Grok 4.5 secured that 85.2% on SWE-bench Pro. Just to put that into perspective, Claude Fable 5 sits at 80.3%, and OpenAI's mid-tier model, GPT 5.6 Luna, scores 62.7%. So the math really speaks for itself here. That's a 22.5-point lead over Luna in real-world software engineering tasks. And across other domains, this high-level competency absolutely continues. On Terminal Bench 2.1, Grok 4.5 scores 84.7%. On OSWorld, it hits 81.2%, and it achieved a confirmed 1633 ELO on the Frontend Code Arena. Now, to be perfectly clear and impartial, models like Gemini 3.6 Flash do still lead OSWorld at 83%, but Grok 4.5 is right on its heels. So, how exactly does this new entry stack up against the absolute top of the market? Let's run Grok 4.5 head-to-head with OpenAI's flagship GPT 5.6 Ultra. You know, these models have highly specialized strengths. In pure software engineering, Grok 4.5 actually takes the win, scoring 85.2% on SWE-bench Pro compared to Ultra's 80%. However, for complex command line workflows and deep reasoning, GPT 5.6 Ultra definitely maintains a firm 7.2-point edge, scoring 91.9% on Terminal Bench 2.1. We also have to neutrally acknowledge exactly where GPT 5.6 Ultra continues to dominate. Ultra hits 91% on GDP val, which measures professional work across 44 occupations, and 80.4% on CyberGym. So if you are operating in highly complex professional or cybersecurity domains, GPT 5.6 Ultra unequivocally proves its premium capability. But here's the overarching takeaway. At $2 in and $6 out, Grok 4.5 is delivering roughly 90% of GPT 5.6 Ultra's capability at just 20% of the cost. This represents a seismic shift in the benchmark performance per dollar ratio. Developers prioritizing value simply don't have to pay a massive premium for near-frontier performance anymore. Let's transition from the raw data of these benchmarks to a highly actionable framework. Based on this confirmed data, how should businesses actually allocate their API spending? Well, we can now definitively categorize the market into 3 clear tiers. Tier 1 is the free or high volume tier, where DeepSeek V4 currently sits, ranging from 0 to 44 cents. Tier 2 is the value tier, ranging from $1 to $6, which perfectly captures Grok 4.5. And finally, Tier 3 is the frontier tier, spanning $5 to $50, housing premium models like Claude Fable 5 and GPT 5.6 Ultra. So, how do you optimize your infrastructure costs based on these newly defined tiers? The analytical move is a hybrid approach. Allocate 60 to 70% of routine tasks, like boilerplate data extraction, to Tier 1. Route 20 to 30% of your workload, things like advanced coding, to Tier 2 models like Grok 4.5. You really only need to reserve the final 5 to 10% of your budget for Tier 3 models when handling highly complex cybersecurity. Routing absolutely everything through a $30 frontier model just isn't financially logical anymore. Now, let's zoom out for a second because Grok 4.5 did not launch in a vacuum. To fully grasp the industry context, we need to trace the sheer density of verified updates that occurred over just a few days in late July 2026. Let's methodically trace this timeline. On July 21st, Meta shipped Muse Spark 1.1, and Google released 3 Gemini models. The very next day, OpenAI launched GPT-5.6 Ultra and Presence. Then came Anthropic's Claude Cowork on the 23rd, DeepSeek V4 on the 24th, and finally, Grok 4.5 dropped on the 25th. Think about that for a second. 5 major companies successfully executed 7 significant product launches in a single week. And this illustrates an absolutely vital secondary trend. It wasn't just base models dropping. Anthropic released Claude Cowork, bringing AI agents directly to the desktop. OpenAI launched Presence to autonomously resolve enterprise inbound issues, and Google officially confirmed Gemini 4 pre-training. Immense value is rapidly shifting toward orchestration platforms and application layer integrations. The tools around the models are quickly becoming just as important as the models themselves. To conclude our structured analysis, let's look at the confirmed immediate future of the open-weight market. Just 2 days after Grok's release, the industry gets Kimi K3. Let's look at the confirmed specs. A massive 2.8 trillion parameter open-weight model with a 1 million token context window dropping on July 27, 2026. Keep in mind, this is a model that previously topped the Frontend Code Arena leaderboard. But the real disruption here? The 0 per token cost for self-hosted infrastructure. When these weights drop for free, Kimi K3 will fundamentally compress the pricing ladder from the absolute bottom. When highly capable models can be run entirely in-house for just the cost of hardware and electricity, every closed API provider is going to be forced to rigidly justify their premium pricing. Which brings us to the ultimate question. Based on this verified data, how do you plan to allocate your API spending across these new tiers? With Grok 4.5 dominating the value tier and open-weight models compressing the floor, it is absolutely time to evaluate your own enterprise architecture in light of this pricing war. Thanks for joining this explainer. Keep following the data, stay focused on the facts, and ensure your infrastructure is optimized for this new era.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next video.